What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Big news for Top Rank Promotions and Bob Arum, and congratulations to Irish Michael Conlan. I'm on his verified Twitter account. Make sure you guys give him a follow. Mick Conlan 11, that is his handle. And if you watch the 2016 Rio Olympics, you've seen a couple things. You've seen some stars to watch in the world of boxing, right? Shakur Stevens, Michael Conlan, Clarissa Shields, and you also seen some robberies. Now, I believe that Shakur Stevenson, he lost his fight fair and square. It was a close fight. Some people had it either way. But one fight that was clear a robbery was the Michael Conlan fight. And he did get a bronze medal. And immediately after the scorecards were announced and it was deemed that he lost, he put both fingers up and flipped off the judges. He was pissed. He was hot about the whole situation. You know what I mean? He did like basically on some Pac shit. Don't give a fuck, white Pac, so much spunk. And he flipped him off, and it was very controversial because he did a post-fight interview, and he went off on the AIBA. He said, they're corrupt, though. They're robbing people in my dreams, and he has an accent. He's Irish, and I worked so hard to get to this point only to be robbed. So he was definitely not feeling it, not having it. But he did say in that interview he was turning pro. He has no more business. He's not waiting 4 years to try the Olympics again. And he's ready. So that's what he did. And as you guys can see, he signed with Top Rank. He's in the Top Rank offices, I believe, in Las Vegas. And he says it's done. Hashtag Top Rank, hashtag TR Boxing. So that's huge because he's a real good fighter. He's a youthful fighter. He has a interesting, good style that I think will transition very easily to the pro game. He has the Irish community, you know what I mean, a different demographic being from the UK and stuff. So fans, he has fans that transcend just the United States. And he said big news next half hour coming soon. And we all know what that is. So again, congratulations. I think this is good. I'm trying to see what this is. He's talking to Clarissa Shields. Conlan, you already know I don't play around. I know Champ Laugh Out Loud. You call him and all of Russia out. I don't even know what that's about. Damn, he's talking to everyone. Yo, Floyd, you got my ticket sorted, lad? I don't even know what this is about. But he's buzzing. You know what I mean? People seen what it was, and he did get robbed. And this is no mystery. In the Olympics, there's a lot of politics. A lot of people think there's corruption. The mafia is involved and all kinds of stuff. Roy Jones Jr. got robbed. They robbed the hell out of him in Seoul, Korea back in the 80s. Floyd Mayweather, he got a bronze medal when he clearly got robbed. You know what I'm saying? So this happens. Moving on, it can, if you don't let it condemn you and don't let it like drag you down, it can make you stronger. You know what I mean? And it looks like he has the right attitude. And I really like that. Floyd Mayweather, if you watch, he was pissed too when he got robbed. And he says, oh, whatever, I'm done with the amateurs. It's time for me to turn pro. And you can see the frustration on his face. You got to keep in mind, these guys work damn hard preparing for this Olympic shit. And only to have somebody who doesn't even lace him up, like judge it. Oh, white Pac. See, I told you Pac. But only to have a judge take it away from you for whatever reason. I mean, look at his face. He just looks disappointed, right? It's not fair for these young talents. And again, you could do a few things. You can let it discourage you and dwell on it, or you can do what he's doing, what Floyd did, what Roy Jones Jr. did, turn pro and become a fucking beast. And I like this. I like this move. He's not wasting any time. I mean, the Rio Olympics just ended. Errol Spence Jr., he fought, I think the last day when he fought Linder Bundu on that Sunday. I think that was the very last day of the Rio Olympics 2016. And here you see, just after that fight, he's already signed to a major imprint. Now, I got to point this out too. At this point, I'm starting to feel a little bit bad for Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions. Reason being is you look at it, this is my personal opinion, Al Heyman, he has the biggest stable. There's no disputing that. And when I'm talking about biggest stable, I'm also talking about who could carry the torch, who could potentially be pay-per-view stars, who could they really build up to be lucrative stars and things like that. Al Heyman, he has guys like Errol Spence, an Olympian, who looks deadly as hell. Keith Thurman, he has Sean Porter, he has all that, Floyd Mayweather, you know what I mean? He has all these guys, this talent pool, people who can go on to do great things. Even guys with losses like Sammy Vasquez or Felix Diaz, they can, you know what I mean? They're still good fighters, you know what I mean? He has a lot of people. Deontay Wilder, undefeated. a ton of talent. Carl Frampton, James DeGale. You know what I mean? Look how many Olympians he is. But next to that, I believe Top Rank has the second biggest stable. And what I'm talking about is just people who can look at the people on Top Rank, right? You go to look at their fighters and who can carry the torch. Top Rank has Jesse Vargas. If he beats Pacquiao, then he's the man. You know what I mean? They have hammer hands. They have guys like Gilberto Ramirez. They have veterans like Ray Beltran. They got Tim Bradley, who's always a good fighter. There's a ton of people. Felix Verdejo, once he heals up, I hope he has a speedy recovery. Terrence Crawford is another fighter, undefeated. Lomachenko. And now they got Michael Conlan. You know what I mean? Those are people, like if you think about it, Gilberto Ramirez undefeated, Terrence Crawford undefeated, Lomachenko, actually he has one loss, but he looks like he's going to be hard to beat from here on out, things of that sort. Now they got another up-and-coming talent like Conlan, you know what I mean? And then you look at the Golden Boy side, it's like they're not really getting these people. Like I heard Golden Boy wanted to sign Clarissa Shields. She was at the Canelo Smith event, so maybe. But that's still more of an uphill battle because I love Clarissa Shields, but women's boxing hasn't really broke the mold at the moment, so it's not going to be as ready-made as the male counterparts, and that's just what it is in boxing. And I feel like everyone knows this. Like you name 6 top-level female boxers that are getting exposure, and I'm not saying I want it to be this way. I'm just telling you what it is. So even if Golden Boy signs Clarissa Shields, which I don't know what she'll do, but it's going to be different than like a Michael Conlan, who he's already ready. He's ready to start getting the big fights. Again, like I said earlier, he has the style and talent level, I feel, that makes him transition very well to the pro game. And you look at it, Heyman, his stable's deep. Top Rank, look how many people. They got the Crawfords, Lomachenko, Conlan, Oscar Valdez, Felix Verdejo. Just those names alone could potentially hold the torch for some time, right? Not to mention the veterans like Pacquiao and Bradley and stuff like that. So Golden Boy, they need to start getting out there and like revamping and rebuilding to get some of those top level names, youthful names like the Michael Conlans and, you know what I mean, Shakur Stevens and the guys who may be in this for a while and have the style and the skill set to do great things. Because right now Golden Boy really just has Canelo. You know what I mean? He's a star, no doubt about it. Biggest star in boxing since Floyd retired. But there's a lot of pressure on him to fight a dangerous fight, and that's Golovkin. You know what I mean? So if he loses that, his star power is affected. Then you got David Lemieux, Diego De La Hoya, Jojo Diaz, you know what I'm saying? A couple guys, but it's not as vast for me as like what Top Rank and PBC Al Heyman have right now. You know what I'm saying? Name somebody on the Golden Boy staff that is kind of getting the same looks and praise as Terrence Crawford, Vasyl Lomachenko. You know what I mean? I just don't see as much. I'm not saying they don't have no talented fighters, but when I think of like some of the guys who got next, they're either on Heyman's side or Top Rank side. That's just my opinion. But again, back to the initial subject, Michael Conlan, shout out to Ireland. And I'm looking forward. I'm checking for this kid. I want to see what he got. And like I said, the best thing he can do is not let himself get discouraged. You flipped off the judges and, you know what I mean, you've already went through what you went through, the agony and the pain of losing. Focus on your family and just focus on being the best pro you can be. Let me know what you guys think. Big news for Top Rank. This is a good fighter. I liked his skill set and his style in the Rio Olympics. And I think he might have even went to the previous Rio Olympics as well. So just a good look for Top Rank to snag someone like this fresh out. You know what I mean? And that's what you got to do for your brand. You know what I mean? You want to get these kids while they're hungry, while they're ready. See, look, I mean, he just looked ecstatic to win. So, I mean, this is big. To me, it's big. Maybe some of you guys won't feel that way, but whoever gets Shakur Stevens, same boat. Devin Haney, if he ends up signing with somebody, these are all the guys you want to have on your squad, because it looks like, I mean, he's in shape. These guys look ready to go. You know what I mean? They're hungry and they have good level experience just as amateurs. And we've seen tons of amateurs who have turned pro and they're ready. You know what I mean? Lomachenko, he barely had any fights and he's fighting Orlando Salido. Even though he lost that fight, he still held his own, hurt Salido in that 12th round. Then next, a little bit after that, he fought Gary Russell Jr. and outclassed him. You know what I mean? A guy who almost went to the Olympics, but he got sick, I think it was. So these guys, you have to respect the amateur program. A lot of these guys who are top level names now, they have amateur experience. Terrence Crawford, all these guys. You look at the cruiserweight Usyk, Alexander Usyk, he looked good. He had less than 10 fights. He had 9 fights, and he just beat a champion who had title defenses in Glowowski. So it starts at the amateurs. You know what I mean? I'm not saying every single person that did good was an amateur, but it certainly helps you more than it hurts you to have that amateur experience as opposed to learning on the job. Some people learn on the job like Canelo and turn out to do great things, but amateur experience. If I had the option to create a fighter or pick a fighter who had it versus a fighter who didn't, I would pick a fighter who had the amateur experience. Let me know what you guys think. Shout out to Michael Conlan and Top Rank. Great pickup. Drop that in the comment section. Make sure you like my video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.